Hey y'all, you are here for yet another video, and this video is going to be a follow-up on a previous video that I recorded, and we're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. So basically, yesterday I posted up a video of a woman who was confronting her baby daddy about not bringing her other kids McDonald's, right? So she had one kid by this gentleman, and he only brung her kid that they have together McDonald's, but did not provide McDonald's for her other children. She put him on blast. The video has gone viral, and it has been a topic of conversation over Instagram, over Facebook, over all social media platforms, even TikTok. People have been remixing it, and it has been a huge debate on basically the majority calling the woman out of line for expecting the man to be obligated to provide for her other children. Now, today, a woman has come forward and she has proclaimed to be the woman in the video. Now, she took to her TikTok and she is alleging that she's the woman behind the viral video. She is saying that, you know, I'm the girl in the video. This is my backstory. This is the explanation, XYZ, XYZ. And I'm going to get to that in a second. Now, before I get to her video and break down the hoopla of the hoopla of the hoopla, I'm going to give you guys a refresher of the video that I previously kind of did commentary on. I did a full live about it, and there was a lot of comments and dialogue. So I'm going to play you guys a refresher, and then I'm going to go into the new video of this woman saying that she's in the actual midst of the real story, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to get into it. So here's a quick refresher of the story that I previously recorded, and then we'll go from there. So let's roll it. Boom. So this video, I did an entire live on it. It was about an hour and some change long. I got a lot of people's perspectives on this. And today there is a woman coming forward claiming that she is the woman, in fact, behind this viral video. So I'm going to play that video and then we will be back. All right, so this woman is a woman who is a TikToker, and she is saying this is her situation, her kid, and she's coming to basically clarify the goings-ons that's going on. Now, before I play her video, I want to remind you guys that you can always support this channel because I'm going to be bringing you guys the heat. You can support this channel via Cash App, okay? Or you can support this channel via my website, okay, www.neekatnight.com. Now, over on my website, I am running a summer sale. Now, this summer sale, you have to spend $75, and in order to get 30% off, you spend the $75 threshold, okay? In order to get the discount, you put in the coupon code HEAT. Now, it sounds like $75 is a little bit pricey, but let me tell you, it's really easy to hit because I got adult toys that's going to make you go zoom, zoom while you boom, boom. Just shake your rump. In addition to that, I have spicy pajamas and lingerie that you can also wear. So it's not hard to hit the $75 threshold to get this 30%, okay? But in order to get it, you got to put in the coupon code HEAT. And my sizes go all the way up to plus size. So I got small size up to my size up to bigger size. Okay, period. Now, so this woman came forward and she is saying that she is the woman at the center of this, and she kind of gives more explanation as to the who, what, and the why of it all. So let's press play. Let's hear what she has to say. And then I'll tell y'all what I think about it after that. Okay? But if you are watching this far and you have not hit the like button yet, I mean, it's free. Hitting the like button is totally free. So you just click it and we good. Let's play it. Let's roll it. Let's hit play.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew this situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But
all right. So far she's saying that, you know, her kids are victim of this petty fiasco. Through a situation to where they have to see you saying basically, F them, I'm just going to do for this one, you know, when they used to get stuff too. I'm going to let her finish and then I'm going to give you guys my true, honest thoughts.
But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's, though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period. So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because...
All right. So that's pretty much what she had to say. And the comments went ablaze. This video set itself off on fire on TikTok, I want to say 7 hours ago. And within 7 hours, it received a total of 20,000 comments cussing her out, going off and telling her how wrong she was, how she got these eyelashes, how she got these nails, etc., etc., etc. Now, a lot of people don't have an investigative mind. They just see what's in front of their face and they just run with it and go off of that. Now, the original video of the woman in the situation, I understood where her mentality came from. You know, I understood that this is a person who maybe grew up kind of similar to how I grew up, although I do feel like her anger was misdirected, it was misplaced, and I feel like she handled it poorly. I felt like, you know, if this is a situation where you don't want your kids to grow up indifferent, like maybe you made poor choices and you have multiple baby daddies, but you don't want your other kids to feel like one kid is better than the other, because at the end of the day, in the household, if one child is treated like a king and the other children are treated like peasants, that's going to create friction in the home, and that's going to create beef amongst the children. So I understood her kind of mentality of, you know, I understand you want to do for your child, but don't bring for one child when you know I have three other children ahead of when you got together. Now, the problem with this is the internet. Now, a lot of people like to bandwagon and chase clout. Now, in the original video, I realized that the guy kept calling the girl Lisa. He was like, Lisa this, Lisa that, Lisa, 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 and he kept calling the girl Lisa. Now, this woman who has appeared on TikTok, her name is Elise, And it's not Lisa, it's Elise McGlaston. Okay? And if you go throughout her TikTok and you actually go past this one video that she posted proclaiming that she's the woman involved in the TikTok, you will see that none of her other videos have any multiple children situations in them at all. The most that she shows on her TikTok at best is maybe one child that she took to the movies. But other than that, she has no other children. She doesn't have multiple children. On her TikTok, if you just do a little bit of investigative work before you even comment, you will realize that this probably is a clout chasing scam. Now, a lot of people on the internet, when they do comedic TikToks, they want to get in on viral moments. They want to make their page pop in. They want to get into the algorithm. And if you are a person commenting on a video of theirs, it will put their other videos in the algorithm and it will make them look like they are legit. So that's kind of what I feel like happened with this woman who is proclaiming to be the woman behind the viral video. So I will show you some of my research, as I don't believe that this woman is the actual woman of the actual TikTok that is going viral. Now, the actual TikTok that is going viral, I do think that this is a real conversation to be had. Now, again, a lot of people feel as though she was 100% wrong. They feel like, you know, she's entitled. They feel like, you know, how dare you feel like he's obligated to do for your other kids, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And when I was looking at it, I was looking at it from both lenses. I was looking at it from a point of view where I'm like, listen, I understand that she has misplaced anger because the slack that her baby daddies are not putting up, she should be putting forth and making up for that. However, I do understand, like I told you guys in my previous video, the mentality, because I was raised in a house of, or a family, not a house because I'm an only child. I don't have any siblings. I don't have any sisters. I don't have any brothers. However, I was still raised in a family where it was taught to us that you don't do for one child if you don't do for the rest. So anytime I was at grandma's house, whatever one child got, we all got. Anytime I was at my auntie's house, whatever one child got, we all got. Anytime I was in any setting with any of my other family members, it was always taught to us that what one child got, we all got. And if any family member ever got together and it was in a situation with multiple children and they did something special for their child that they did not do for the rest of the children, they got chewed out. And it was taught to us that that was frowned upon. So I just was always raised with that conscious mind of, even though I myself grew up and I have one child also, I'm an only child who has one child, I always grew up that, you know, if I ever in a social setting where there are other children, it is morally right to do for the other kids. That's kind of how I was raised. In my conscience, I can understand the mentality of feeling like, okay, well, it's going to cause a division with the children. The children in the household, you might be feeling like you're doing for your child, but in the household, the children are going to cause this envious divide between the siblings. So most men, even though that's not their children, they most likely would do something feasible within their budget that would accompany all. Now, again, the woman who is now claiming to be the baby mama, I don't think that she's the actual baby mama. I think that she's just a woman who's trying to get in on the clout. So I'm going to play a snippet of the other video and share with you guys how the man kept calling her Lisa. This girl, or Elise, it's not the same girl.
Look, y'all.
I'm going to play it
every
a little bit.
day my baby daddy come here and make my other kids.
All right, so as you see there, he kept calling her Lisa. Now, this original video can also be a scripted video. I'm not going to lie. It can be, because on one point she says she get her food stamps on the 7th. And then at another point, I didn't even realize when I listened to it the first time, but she then says that, you know, I don't get my food stamps to the 7th. And then she says, I don't get my food stamps to the 11th. So this original video can also be a scripted video, but this is a real conversation that has sparked so much dialogue, because this is something that people need to consider when procreating with people who have children prior to them, situations that happen with other kids, whether or not a person has a selfish mentality, you know what I'm saying? And it's just an overall moral situation that has brung forth a lot of conversations. But as you heard, he kept calling her Lisa. Now, if you go to the woman TikTok who is at the center of this situation, who's proclaiming to be behind this viral video, when you go to her TikTok, this particular video is not anywhere on her TikTok. When you go to her TikTok, this girl, Elise, there is no other children on her TikTok. There is all kinds of just comedy skits, and a lot of people are just running with it and they're sharing it. And thankful to my night owl, who, because at first I kept getting Facebook reshares, right? And I did not have her actual TikTok at first, right? And I'm like, I'm about to do an update on this story, but I need to get an actual page, because whenever I get an actual source, I'm going to investigate it. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of been busy all day with a lot of stuff, to where I keep getting this Facebook reshare sent to me, but I hadn't delved into the comments. Once I got home, one of my other subscribers, they had sent me this video as well. And I'm like, yeah, I've seen this video already. But I haven't got a chance to get to her actual page. Immediately, I'm looking for these 4 other children. I'm looking for any inkling that she's the original girl. I'm comparing the voices from one video to the next and things like that. And I'm just like, it don't match up. Now, not to say that the first video is 100% valid and it's real and it's not scripted, but this girl don't match up with the first video, whether it's scripted or it's not. She ain't the girl in the video. Okay, so let's take a look through. She also has a YouTube channel, and she's pretty much trying to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty much trying to be a comedian. So here is her page right here.
Don't start. Do not start.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. So her page is Elise McGlaston. Okay. And as you see, this is the video that I just showed you guys. And she has several other videos. Now, if you take a scroll through all of her videos on TikTok, it's just basically a girl on TikTok trying to search for a viral moment, trying to do comedy, trying to do all of those things. She's not really overly made up. So I feel like she either looked at my video where everybody kept pointing out how the girl was made up, and she slapped on these lashes and put on some press-ons or whatever. But if you go through her page, she's not really overly made up. Like, even the times where she does have lashes, they're not overly done. It's not overly crazy. She's just not the same girl. You know, she's just not the same girl. So you can take a look through it and everything like that. But I just wanted to make a video about that, because clout is a hell of a drug. And people try to attach themselves to stories. They try to get in on viral moments as much as they can. Even if they have to impersonate a situation, by all means, they do it. And this is nothing other than that. Okay? As you see, I've scrolled down and down. You see no other children. You can click through all of these videos. You won't see any other kids. She doesn't have any other children. A person who's on TikTok this much would have shown, you know, because she has one video where she shows one child. If she had 4 children, she would have somewhere in there showed the other children. It's just not her, you know. But I want to know what you guys think. Now, I did a live video, like I said, and I talked about the viral story. And I talked about how there was wrong on both parts. You know, there was wrong on the approach of the mother. Don't automatically come at him saying, you know, whoop, 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 da da da, going crazy. Have a conversation, because I understood where she was coming from. I understood as a mom, because, you know, a lot of the people, they only gonna think, oh, he ain't obligated, and at least he doing something. The bar for daddies and baby daddies is in the gutter. Each time I post any story with a guy doing the smallest, most minimalist thing for a child, women are gushing over it, okay? And I realized that the bar is in the gutter. So women and some men are easily impressed by the most minimalistic thing. People are gushing over it. Oh my God, he at least did something. I think that, yes, it's great that he's providing for his child, you know, and I won't discount him for that. However, I can understand how on both sides, I'm not blinded by how, and what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that he's a bad dad, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want you guys to mistake me for saying that he's a bad dad or he's not a good dad or his child. However, morally, how I was raised, I can also see another side of it. And I can see why the mom in the scripted or non-scripted original viral video felt some type of way about it. Okay? And I can see why it's such a big viral conversation, because this is something that a lot of people weigh in, because everybody's raised differently. Everybody's morals is different. Memes have been happening without the other kids. It's been a lot. Like, this is one of the memes that I'll share with y'all. So this meme right here was posted by Baller Alert, and it says, "My son eating his McDonald's without my BM's other kids." And in it is a baby eating a McDonald's burger. And the internet has gone wild. Now, in addition to this video, there has been all types of memes. There has been memes of girls performing crazy looking acts of the Guac Guac 3000, saying like, he ain't gonna miss out on my other kid. It's been all kind of memes that has surfaced from this situation. So I just want to know what you guys think about it overall. Let's talk about it down in the comments. As always, y'all know, like I said, I have a sale going on. You spend $75 or more, you get 30% off of your total purchase. You use the code HEAT because it's hot outside. Okay. But instead of dealing with these dusty, like, listen, they got Roe versus Wade overturned. Okay. They limiting the use of Plan B. And now y'all shouldn't be using Plan B like they Skittles anyways. Okay. You should be using other birth control methods before you get to Plan B and before you get to abortion. However, in order to not have to use none of that, you ain't got to worry about babies. You ain't got to worry about Plan Bs. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You can go to my website, www.nikanight.com. I have toys available. And the best toy going on my site is a toy called Kitty Lick. This toy has a warming sensation. It has a tongue sensation. that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, make you feel like you getting sloppy toppy guac guac 3000 and all of that. And it has a vibrating sensation. So you can easily hit your $75 mark on my website by getting, you know, that toy kitty lick with pajamas that I have. I have plus size pajamas. I have regular size pajamas. I have all kind of things on my website that you can enjoy, and you can get it all at www.neekatnight.com. I say that to say you ain't got to worry about baby daddies. You ain't got to worry about him bringing on McDonald's. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Okay, girl, just take care of yourself, and you ain't got to worry about these ninjas in the end. I mean, that's the deal, right? I don't know. All right. Well, I mean, I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'll see y'all later.